Greetings, one and all, the most cursed, most cringiest corner of the internet. A YouTube channel content creator, actively alienating everyone in both the analog and digital world. Well, welcome and good evening, you wonderful dice of all alignments. I am Lunar D8, your tsundere streamer who doesn't stream. Good. By the way, I'd like to state once again, Kairi Ushiromiya. Very hot, very sexy. She also looks like Ivy from Soul Calibur 2, the fighting game. It was on the PS2. She also looks like Sari, the VTuber, and also like Kaoru Nagisa from Evangelion. Should I call for father? Please do. I will go welcome everyone. Oh, Shannon, who cleaned this window frame? It still has dust on it. Quickly, wipe it off. As you wish, madam. Oh, come on, Natsui's making her work so hard again. Just what good does she find in such a limited, ulcer-inducing life? I wanted to know. Shannon. What is it that you found? And what did you mean you said I already knew what I was missing? Shannon, is this something I must learn by learning about you? What's different about the day of the family conference in Rokkanjima? It's gotta be the noise. There's never this many kids around. It may have been a tension-filled day for the adults, but to us kids it was a wonderful day. The only time we got to see all of the cousins we loved. In the summer, we'd play with our cousins on the beach, and even in the winter, there were plenty of games we could play. The family conferences were tons of fun for us. Same here. I mean, technically, Shannon's also your cousin. Uncle, aunt. It's confusing. Same here. Mom was always yelling about how there must be no mistakes, but to me it was just the day I got to play with all my cousins. After all, there's usually nothing at all to do on Rokkanjima. Back when I was still a little brat, I was always jealous of Jessica getting to live in this huge mansion with a private beach, but now that I try putting myself in her shoes, it must have been a pretty constricting place to live. Probably. There's hardly anything on Rokkanjima. No friends' houses, no next-door neighbors, no neighborhood. If you think of how Jessica must have felt, you have to feel a little sad for her. That's why the family conference was so special to me. Jumping around, messing around, it felt like I was at a festival. We played tricks on each other all the time. If the adults always talked about the adult things and told you to go play somewhere else, then you were three cousins at about the same age. I accidentally clicked off of the screen. Of course you'd horse around. No, not the three of us, the four of us. But I thought Angie wasn't born yet, and Maria was still too young to play with you. You've got it wrong, Fur. The cousins weren't the only ones at the same age. Shannon-chan was the fourth. She's also your cousin, and your uncle. She was about the same age as the rest of us. Mom was always going on about not talking with the servant kids, but Shannon and I started to get close. After all, she was the girl closest to me on age on Rokkanjima. All four of us played together. We played at every family conference. Right, Shannon? Right. I knew that Madam would scold me if she found out, but I wouldn't have let her. You were always the one close friend I had who could understand me. Thank you for your words, milady. Even though Leon here is technically the successor and supposed to be the heir to all of Ushiromiya. It's also like all of your guys' cousins and your uncle. I simply could not hide my shock. How had she formed a relationship with the children of the family despite being only a servant? Natsui had probably been very careful to prevent such a relationship. However, it's no surprise that Jessica, all alone on this island, would want to be friends with a kid her age, and Shannon was also alone on this island, without any friends her age. Though they both understood their relationship as master and servant, they somehow managed to strike up a friendship. Then, at the family conference, Jessica had introduced Shannon to George and Battler.